Hotatia quiz lab. Impress atel alten Vitens. Hello, how are you? Welcome to another video. Today is lesson 3 of how to speak Shélqatian. If you can learn these words in this video, you can literally create any sentence in Shélqatian. It's very important words. So this is why this particular video is going to be very vital for the Shélqatian language. Almost every sentence you will create in the Shélqatian language will have these words in it. So listen carefully. The first thing I want to tell you is that in the Shélqatian language, we mainly use this particular word. It's a word, it is a punctuation mark, it is a symbol for a lot of things. And that is the word at. Now, at is technically pronounced like the A sound with all of a sudden cut off, like at. You don't really say the T. It actually stands for, of course, the translation of at. It also is a translation for to, of, and in a lot of cases, it is actually used as a hyphen. It is one of the words that you see all the time in the Shélqatian language. So let me just give you an example of times when we use the word at. If I say, Tal gone at Tel Resin, that means I'm going to the store. It also the translation of in. Quis greet la at Shélqatian. That means, how do you say this in Shélqatian? As you just heard, it's a translation of in, it's a translation of to, and of course, sometimes it is used as a hyphen. Lech at concentratia. Lech at concentratia is actually the translation of condensed milk, okay? Lech is milk, just like in Spanish, leche. At is translation of course, you know, and concentratia is condensed or concentration, okay? So lech at concentratia is condensed milk, okay? So the milk of concentration. Also, if you want to say mall, it will be resident at commercial, the store of commerce. Sometimes when you read Shélqatian, it will be AT, but sometimes you see it written as this. This A with a little circle on the top, like a halo. That's when you want to make the compound word one word. For instance, negamat. Negamat means nothing. Neg means no. At means oh. As you see, the A is just glue that glues neg and mat together. No thing. You don't really translate the A, it's just a hyphen that glues it together. For instance, basasel means bedroom. Basasel, the base of self, technically. You merge it, basasel. And another thing, woman, estravi. Estravi, estrogen of life. If you want to say the translation of man, testravi, testosterone of life. If you want to say forklift, electrofork, electric fork, electrofork. Now look at these words here. Now, some of these words you've already seen in lesson 1 and 2, but I really need you to pay attention because these will be important, especially if you're starting to speak fluently. Versa, una, and neg. Of course, you already know the word versa means all or everything. Notice if you hear anything that's universal, that means it applies to everything. Versa means all. Una, as you knew in lesson 2, is a number, means one, okay? Sometimes it also means some. The word neg. Neg means no, not, bad. It means anything negative, okay? Now, just remember those 3 words. The next words I want you to know is these. Cell. Cell means self, or it means body, or it means person. Cell. Mat is technically short for material, or matter. It's the translation of thing. Time. Time is a translation for time, or occurrence, or event. D is a translation of day. Zat is a translation for place. Zat. Okay, so now since we've got these particular words up here, I am going to show you something that is going to make you learn a lot of words at one time, okay? For instance, versa means all, right? And cell means person or one, right? So versa cell means everybody. Versa mat is everything. Versatam is all the time. Versity is every day. Versazat is everywhere. Let's go on to the next one. Una means one or some. So unicel means someone. Unamat means something. Unatam means sometime. Unadi means one day. Unazat means somewhere. Neg means none. No, you know the rest. So nexel or negasel means no one. Negamat means nothing. Negatam means never. Negdi also means never. Negzat means nowhere. So technically, I just taught you 15 words just now. The next thing you need to know when you're speaking any language fluently, you need to know the question words, like who, what, when, where, how. You know, that is one of the main things you really need to know, especially if you need help with things, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the questions. All right. The main one that you should already know is the word quiz. Quiz means what or how. Okay, it is the base of the majority of the question words. Quiz, right? Like you're taking a quiz that has questions. But instead of Q-U-I-Z, it's Q-I-Z, no U. When. When is when. When. You can also technically say quiz time. That means what time or, what occurrence, whatever. Where means where. And of course, you can also say quizat. So quiz, when, where. What, when, where. Who is translated as quisel. Quisel. You already know what it technically translates as. What person? Quisel. Quisel. Quisel excellent. What person is that? Or who is that? The translation of why is voquiz. 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 Let's look at it just like Spanish. Okay? So Spanish is porque, like for what? Or in French, pourquoi. For what? It's the same thing as Shélqatian, is Latin based, just like for what? Voquiz. Voquiz. Voquizla. Why? Why is that? Okay, I know there's a lot of information, so just calm down. We're going to review just real quick. Quiz is what? When is when. Where is where. Quisel is who. Voquiz is why. Quiz quanta is how much. It's just like, what is the quantity of? Quiz quanta, how much? Peck is because. Peck. It's just like saying half of the word because. Peck. Peck. The word kun is actually the translation for with. Kun. Kunla, with that. Kun. Nekun means not with or without. Rep. It's kind of like represent or I rep this. Rep is a translation of from. Tal rep is that definition. I'm from the United States. Tal rep. Rep. Mimi. Mimi means the same. Tamimi man. That means the same thing. Tamimi man. Ampla. Now, I need you to pay attention to the word ampla because the word ampla is a translation for big, it's a translation for up, it's a translation for high. Anything that expands or high, or gets high, I'm guessing. Semi means small, low, or down. Semi, the word habla. Habla means can, or to be able to. Tal neg habla Greekla. I cannot speak that. Habla. Notice in Shélqatian, A-B-L-E makes the habla sound. You do pronounce the E at the end. Okay, habla. Ugly means ugly. Vivi means cute. Stabla. Stabla means okay. It also means stable. Of course, as you see, it's spelled like stable. Stabla. Kial. Kial means turned or lit or amazing. Kial. Stale. Stale means boring. It's technically spelled like stale, but it's pronounced stale. 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 Hydratia means to eat. Hydratia. Av. To have. Av. Notice how it's like have without the H. Or in French, like avoir. Av. Talavla. I have that. Vibe means to love or to like. Vibe. It's kind of like having a vibe for something. Gone. To go. Gone. Delatia. Stop or to wait. Delatia. Fu. To do. Fu. Bas. It means house or a place that you're residing at. Trab. To work. Trab. Or the proper word for trab is trabalatia. But if you don't feel like memorizing the entire beautiful word of trabalatia, you could just say trab for short. I'm fixing to say some Shélqatian phrases, and I need you to translate them for me. You can pause the video if you want, because I'm going to leave the words right here. Una, double, triple. Versamat textable. Versamat extable. Everything is okay, or everything is stable and all right. Ata ex vivi. Ata ex vivi. You are cute. Delatia. Tal ne Greek Shélqatian. Wait, I do not speak Shélqatian. Tal adratia pizza versadi pek tal vibla. I eat pizza every day because I like it. Telex unamat quiz versacel a una probatia con at trabalatia. Telex unamat quiz versacel a una probatia con at trabalatia. Or at trab. This is something that everyone has a problem with at work. At this time, you officially know how to speak Shélqatian, and you can actually create sentences on your own because I just taught you the most important words in the language. Now, since you know Shélqatian, in the next video, it's going to get even more advanced. You can officially say that you're no longer a beginner of Shélqatian. Gratia versacel.